Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do something a little bit different that I've never really done on my channel before, and that's a first impression. A few weeks ago, maybe like a month ago, MISSHA USA did like a big 40% off everything on their site sale. So I picked up a few items, and one of them was this eye primer, the Goodbye Crease Eye Makeup Primer in number 2 beige. This comes in two shades, a clear and a beige, but by the time I picked it up, it was only in beige, so we'll figure it out. We'll see how it works. Okay, so for future reference, I am not wearing contacts right now. What is my camera doing? So I have my camera set to autofocus just because I can't see my viewfinder without my glasses, and I've lost too much footage to blurriness. So sorry about the constant autofocusing and in and out. This is the best I can do for now until my contacts come in. But yeah, so this is what it looks like. Comes in a nice little tube. Doesn't really have any other information on it except whatever's in Korean right here. And comes on a doe foot applicator. My son is sitting right down there. So then I am just going to apply it on one eye. Okay, it's got a, like, I don't know if maybe this is because it's tinted. I want to say it feels kind of the same as my Urban Decay Primer Potion, but this is a little bit thicker. It also, it's got a scent to it, like a baby powdery scent. I don't want to put too much on. Ooh, that's definitely too much. So the consistency is definitely really creamy. It's not as smooth as the Urban Decay Primer Potion, but it doesn't feel bad. The only thing I'm worried about it being this creamy is that I have naturally oily eyelids and I live in an incredibly humid climate, so we could see some pretty rough creasing. Okay, since this does feel creamy and I put a little bit too much on this eye, I'm going to use a little bit of my favorite powder to set it. Ooh, oh my god. And since I usually switch between not powdering and powdering, I'm going to leave one eye powdered, and then this eye I am going to just leave as is, do my normal makeup, and we'll see how it turns out. Okay, so today I'm just going to do the Naked 2 palette. It's a really simple palette to use, nothing fancy, matte colors, and I can kind of see how this stuff works best. Oh, well. So far, so good. Doesn't look. I can tell usually after putting my transition color in, how it's going to work. Well, it looks pretty good on both eyes. Looks, I want to say it looks a little bit better on this eye. That it doesn't have as much than on this side. I agree, baby boy. I do notice that with this, it doesn't look like it's smoothing out anything. I want to say that already it's settling into any lines that are on my eyelids. Not necessarily, or in the corners. Keep going back and forth. Like, I want to say the blending looks better on one eye, but then I add a different color to the second eye, and I think it looks better on there. It's really hard to say. I'm just going to use my everyday typical K palette liner. This is what I use when I am feeling lazy. Decides to focus. I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup and then... Okay. I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup and then come back. As you can see, everything is done. I've actually been wearing this now for about an hour because my son was getting fussy and I had to put him down for a nap, and then I had to finish the rest of my makeup. So now that he's up again, it's probably been about an hour. But it's looking better than I initially thought. Everything looks really smooth. That like kind of cakiness that I thought happened at first, it doesn't really seem to be an issue anymore. It looks pretty good. So as you can see, without my glasses in the way, this is the eye that I only put a little bit on, and then this is the one that I put a little bit too much and then needed to powder it. And they both look pretty good. Don't touch those, honey. No, let go of my glasses. I will check in a few hours. What time is it now? I forget what time it is. I think it's noon. So I'll probably check in around 4 or 5 after I've worn for a bit. We have to run some errands. So I'm definitely going to be in and out of the heat and the air conditioning. So we'll see how that stands up. So, see you in a bit. Hey guys, so now it is 6:26, as you can see, and I've been wearing it for about 7.5 hours now. It feels kind of heavy on my eyes. That's what I noticed. Like, I can feel that I'm wearing something. So, I don't know about, I haven't actually looked at it until now. So, everything is holding up really well though. Like, there's no creasing. It's still really smooth. None of my oiliness from my eyelids has come out. Looks about the same. Ooh, where's that? I don't really see a difference between my powdered eyelid and non-powdered one. They actually look pretty even. I gotta say, I'm impressed. I didn't have a lot of hope for this. I thought it was going to crease from the thickness of it and how it went on my eyes. It felt like it was going to crease. It felt more like it sat on my eyelid than absorbed. So I am pleasantly surprised. I'm curious how the clear works. I mean, as for the beige, it worked nicely because it gave me an even tone to to work with when it came to actually doing my makeup. Here, let me zoom in. So as you can see, there's really no difference when it comes to how it wears. Remember, this is the eye that has no powder, and then this eye has the powder, and I want to say probably the only difference was that it was a little harder to blend stuff because I put a little bit too much on here. But so far, so good. I'm going to continue to wear it for a couple more hours until probably about 10 when I usually wash my face and get ready for bed. And I will check in with you then. Alright, so it is now 10:48 and I'm going to get ready to go to bed, wash my face and everything. But I really like this. I have to admit I was not expecting it to work this well, especially with the initial formula of it. It just seemed really thick and kind of heavy, but it has now been almost 12 hours and my eye makeup looks just as good as it did when I first finished it. I really can't tell a huge difference between the powdered eye and the non-powdered eye. They both held up really well. I think probably the only problem I had at first was just like blending, because one eye was a little bit thicker than the other. After looking it up again on the MISSHA website, it says it contains adenosine, an active ingredient for wrinkle care, which helps to improve wrinkles and uneven areas around the eyes, while pure crystal elastomer helps to express soft and even skin. So yeah, I completely thought it was going to have the absolute opposite effect, but it didn't. It worked really well, and especially for me, I have really oily eyelids. I can't wear eyeshadows or even eyeliners, or including matte gel liner, without a primer. It's that bad. So the fact that this stuff held on and in this weather didn't budge, I'm incredibly impressed with that. It's also a really great deal. This was only $13. Like I mentioned, I bought it when it was 40% off, so I think it was only about $9 when I got it. $8 or $9, but $13 is really affordable. So, oh, I'm kind of shiny. Anyway, that is about it for this first impression. I hope you liked it. It was my first time doing this, so I don't really know if I did anything wrong or anything right. Please let me know in the comments below how I can make this a better video, or for future reference, how I can make these better. Once I get a portable camera, hopefully I can maybe include footage throughout the day of how something is holding up, especially for stuff for foundations and lipsticks. But for now, I guess, with eye stuff, you only need to check in a few times a day. So, yeah. As always, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, then please subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.